Hi, welcome to my chess channel on YouTube. Thank you for having a look at it. Today's date is the 2nd of July 2018. Over half of the year is already over. Isn't it amazing how time flies so fast? It doesn't actually fly, but it does. Anyway, I come to you live, sort of, from Christchurch, New Zealand, daily, and nearly 2 years I've been doing this, so I'm plodding on and I really enjoy this. It does my chess a lot of good anyway. So anyway, here is a game played this morning at about 12:35 AM on chess.com. So today's date, it's a BlitZ game, and my opponent is somewhat higher than mine, without going into detail. So here is this game here that I played here. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm obviously white, and I am actually, I handpick these games. Not necessarily the best game that I played, but the most interesting. Now this is a struggle that looks like I'm going to get beaten in this 5-minute game on chess.com, as I've mentioned. So one, the King's Indian attack for that was that Bobby Fischer was one of the major exponents of this variation for white. So Bobby Fischer obviously liked the King's Indian defense or attack, or whichever one you want to call it. It's actually called the King's Indian attack for white. Bishop g4. So we're just clarifying our positions here. Now I go knight c4. So what is actually white threatening here? And actually it's not very good, because I've just noticed something. So what is white threatening here? But it isn't actually, white isn't actually threatening it. They are threatening, white is threatening bishop c6 and knight e5, but actually it's no good what I thought I was threatening here. So if black doesn't play something like this, and maybe just let's play a bogus move, okay, h6, new variation. I cannot play this like I thought I can, because of why not? Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Ready, set, go. Queen a5 check. Picks up my loose bishop. Another, you know, I have to always watch these sorts of silly little wee loose pieces that get lost easily just through an inopportune sort of greedy moment. So we have queen c7. So black defends the e5 pawn. Maybe they should have just played h6, and I probably would have taken the pawn on e5 going, yay, I've won a pawn. Oops. Bishop c6, and obviously here maybe, I don't know, maybe queen c6 is okay too, because if queen c6 and knight e5, then black has queen e4 here, check, and it's an exchange which is pretty reasonable, but black played bc6. Bishop g5, rather basic, David. Bishop e7, castles. I was thinking of castling long as well, like I was thinking of castling queenside, but I didn't really like rooks on my king file, king's knight file, or my king's knight b file, b2 square, etc. Anyway, I castled long, short. h4. Well, okay. Now this starts to look quite good for me for white, but the thing is with that sort of thing is it doesn't always happen to be the case. Knight f5. Obviously, black cannot take this with the rook, because I can just merely take the bishop, the knight, or I can take the bishop. So if rook e4 here, Okay. What I'm trying to say without getting clustered with my words is knight e7 is check, and then queen e7 and bishop e7, bishop f6 is threatening bishop e7, the queen. So even if the rook goes here, I can just lift this, you see. So the best black would have here is this, but that's no good. So I'm just showing you some feeble analysis. So white's threatening black here after knight d4 of at least winning in exchange for my knight. Rook d7, so this is sad. Black loses a pawn, but have a look at the continuing play. The continuing story. Okay, this looks like I've won a pawn. Okay, see a pawn, pick it up, put it in your coffee cup. That's what, is it William Huxton says that? I think so. Rook e6. Queen f5. I do not want to go to g5 check, because then the rook will just come to play on g6, etc. Oops, I'm not doing that. So rook, king h8, c4. Have I got time? I don't know. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I should just play here f4. But I didn't. I played c4. Still playing. I'm trying to play positionally now, but I don't think I can. So this is a position that, you know, it's just not looking a feasible idea to play positionally. So I'm still playing as if I've just won a whole pawn and I'm just going to have no trouble at all. So go b3. Here I should just play maybe, I don't know, h5. So maybe I should play this. Just hold black back a bit, but it's not even sure about that. So b3 and queen e7. Now white is threatened with, now what would happen if I go here? Okay, what would black play if I go at g3? Is queen h4. See the red arrow? And so white just loses the pawn back, and all of a sudden black's looking quite healthy. So queen e7, I play queen h3. Defend, defend, defend. Now comes rook h6. So can I play g3 now? Okay, can I play that? New variation. No comes the answer because of this. Rook h4. I can't play it, but it's not very good, is it? It's not very nice. If I go here, then black can play here and just be a little bit of a pain, really. So here I have to think about playing h5, and it's a bit grovelly, really. So queen g5 happens. Now white is clearly threatened with just rook h5. So what do? g3. I relinquish. So that all my hard work to win a pawn before on f6 has gone. So I won the g7 pawn with bishop f6 and queen f6 eventually. I go queen g2. This is really grovelly. Now I'm really grovelling, and black's just playing fun with my my kingside pawn formation with the two rooks versus my two rooks and queen each. Rook ad1, rook g4. Not necessarily threatening anything yet, but very, very soon will come this h5 to h4 mining episode, as NZer puts it. So I'm overprotecting, or kind of just equally protecting, because once the pawn arrives, like h5 is just kind of really asking for black to play this. So go rook f3, and here I don't know if I've got opportunity to do what I do, but I play here. Now what else am I going to do? if I go here, yes, that pins the pawn. So the pawn's not going to move anywhere. If I go here, then I think black would just about be able to play this. I'm not sure, I don't know, but maybe black can play this. Check. Yeah, ich nicht know. I not know. So here, because rook takes here is no good because black loses a rook. So here, not, I don't know. So here is, it looks better for black a little bit. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure without looking at the chess engine. So rook f7, okay. Now just comes the obvious pawn takes pawn, no, queen g6. Now I'm not going to take that pawn in a great hurry, am I? So I play queen h3, and this looks all dodgy. And don't worry, I was actually quite concerned about my position here at hand. King g7, and it looks like black's doing fine, and they're just going to probably play rook h8 next move. So I go f4. So I get this play with the battery of threatening the queen sort of thing. So that sort of tangles up black's, you know, it just does, doesn't it? It's quite amazing. Here it just attacks all that sort of thing. Now what say ye if rook h8? Then I had in mind, I believe in my memory, this move. And now what does black play? What would black play now? Can wriggle around a wee bit. Now if here, then this is devastating. This move is terrible for black. So if king up here, then I don't want to make a new variation there. Then I play queen here, and king here, queen here, check, king here, rook check, and it's final because the queen can only interpose. I don't know if I can show that variation. Cancel. Rook d8. So this prevents me playing rook queen d7, but it has a big flaw to it, of course. So everyone can see the move here, which basically forks or skewers the queen on g6 with rook g4. So I'm going to win a queen here. Okay, so check, check, and then not now here, king takes pawn because of rook d3 check, and it's a sort of a swap off, even though it might be better for white, but I'm not very sure. So king f3. So rook d3 is now would be met by this new variation, this. Now notice there's no queen e4 checks, even though they are not going to do that anyway. Notice there's no queen e4 checks, which normally would be very, very good. One, because my rook can take it, and two, because the king is in check if black does it. So maybe that's probably the best move for black here. Rook f2, king, and my opponent resigned here. The reason being is I just play King G3 and I've got big material advantage here, of course, and blacks having their rook attacked on F2, so probably the only best is there and there if we so wish. And that's the end of my chess session for today. I'm going to leave you with one of my greatest heroes of all time. This is a photo that is at the Otago Chess Club that I have taken with my Samsung phone. Okay, we all know who Garry Kasparov is. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube chess channel. I really do appreciate it. If you do like it, because it comes to you relatively every day, I didn't do a session on Saturday. Thank you very much for your time. And if you like it, please tick the like box. If you don't like it, just tick the unlike box. And if you want to see more of these, keep an eye out for my name. It's pretty hard not to forget, David Weegenaar. Even my flight centre know it when they come across the name, and other people too, and etc. So I'm bleating on. Thank you very much, and that's all for me on the Muppet Show for today in the deep south of New Zealand of the world. Okay, amen.